A group of strangers receive a mysterious message from an old friend from a planet of synthetic life. When tragedy strikes, these intrepid heroes, or should we say intrepid investigators, must solve a murder in Metal City. I'm Jason, and I'll be your GM for this neon-tinted noir mystery.
The name's Tim. I'm wearing the shoes of Dexter Rayne, a shameless, a gumshoe, pounding the pavement in the guts of striving, looking for trouble. And sister, trouble always finds me.
I'm Isis, and I'm playing Voss Seltee, a snarky medical drama actress.
I'm Rue. I use they, he, or ze pronouns, and I'm playing Whose Boughs Are Lit Within, Boughs for short, an inflorescent Kizar Solarian who's a ray of sunlight from the chilling depths of the ice wells.
I'm Jocelyn, and I'm playing Together in Electric Dreams, a contemplative technomancer seeking the spark of life.
I'm John, and I'm playing Xabi Fraglorious, an elder skittermander with a penchant for explosions.
And I'm Alex, and I'll be playing Patsy Van Dyne, a rat about town with her nose in everybody's business.
And now, on with the episode. Previously, our intrepid investigators met for the first time in a restaurant down-grid striving called Analog, where they quickly learned that they all had something in common. An anisite egghead named Tier 99 Professor. When the prof failed to show up for dinner, the party began to snoop around and discovered a pre-recorded holovid from Tier 99 asking them to solve his murder. Just then, a laser shot came through the window. Is some gunsel out there trying to plug our intrepid investigators? Let's find out. I realized as I was saying that possibly the phrase Ray Gunsel would have been more appropriate, but then what the heck I was talking about. Anyway, there you are in the dining room. This Tier 99's holovid message just concluded with, I think I've been murdered. So this laser beam comes through the window, through basically the holovid's sort of head area and sort of scorches the back wall. As you're standing there looking, you can see a hovering drone just a little bit outside the window, which was clearly the source of the laser beam. And then it kind of like shimmers and goes in some kind of stealth mode. What do you all want to do?
Hide.
Okay.
I mean,
I think Patsy immediately dives for cover under the table, like self-preservation instinct kicks in.
That's fair. It goes into stealth mode in what sense? Like, does it just turn invisible, or?
Basically, yes. It just kind of like cloaks itself.
All right. Well, I can't really follow it if I can't see it.
Yeah. Did I get enough of a glimpse of this thing to try to recognize this thing? What type of drone it might have been?
Hey, you know what? Yeah, you might have just been able to do just that. So this is, I'll tell you, I'll just sort of lay it on the table here right now. This is the start of a chase scene.
Okay.
But basically, the first part of this, the first obstacle in this chase scene is figuring out what the heck just happened. Indeed, you can give me like a crafting or a computer's check. You can maybe identify what kind of drone it is and be able to sort of like narrow down what sort of stealth signature it might have so you can follow it.
15.
Oh, no, that's great. No, that's perfect. You recognize it. It's a sort of a fairly standard model Abalon spy drone. It was kind of, three-pronged with the hover jets on it, and clearly it was a modified laser attached to it. And you realize that modified laser, because it's not part of the standard package, probably leaves a little bit more of a different heat signature that you could begin to track if need be.
Okay.
If you wanted to follow it.
Let's do it.
Okay.
So when it fires,
yes,
Dex dives for cover and then rolls around and pulls out his piece like next to the window like this and does the whole dodging back and forth.
Patsy is taking it back.
Yes.
So
you know what?
Do we have one action right now? Basically, that's what we're doing.
Basically, yeah, you're just sort of making skill checks. I'm going to go through everybody and see what
Okay.
everybody wants to do in this instance. Well, Tim, why don't you give me like a perception check then, as you're by the window?
Sure.
Maybe you spot something.
Secret or out in the
No,
open?
you can do a normal one.
Okay. Let's do that.
Ooh.
Oh,
that.
looking great. Wow, that's actually a critical success for
I
this.
got eagle
Yeah,
eyes.
so-
You know what eagle
Wow.
eyes I say?
Wow.
Yeah, you got those eagle eyes. So as you sort of get to the window and you're looking out, you basically kind of like there's a bit of a faint fog kind of after the rains here, and there's some clouds sort of lingering. You know, you're on the second story, and these clouds are kind of lingering around here. And you can kind of see swirls of these fogs as something is moving through it, something small, something possibly drone shaped, moving down and away from the restaurant.
Okay. Is it moving fast or
It's
running
moving.
speed or?
It's moving. You might be able to chase it. You know, it's you got to get downstairs and whatnot. But there's a chance you could catch up to it for sure.
Is there a fire escape?
Not here. I think this is
That's not noir enough.
Maybe when you're in
No,
an
it's-
apartment.
It's okay. Is there a railing for the stairs that we can all slide down instead? I mean,
I tell you what, you could if you want to be dramatic about it, you could go to there's an outdoor balcony where some Barathu businessmen are clearly just sort of like planning a merger, wah, wah. And you could leap off that balcony onto the street below.
Okay. Is that like an athletics check?
No, I'm just gonna say
Oh.
you do that because it's more exciting
Okay.
if you just do it.
Yeah.
yeah.
Can you
Man of action.
Can I take an action before you leap away, Dexter?
Yes, Alex.
Never mind. I can't take the action that I was going to take, so I think
Oh,
I
boy.
will.
It's
Man,
not a
this not having
kumbaya
people
moment, sister.
in the bond really is an issue.
Actually, let's
So
get,
just
let's
let him
get
jump
to
off
an
the balcony.
action scene.
I
Action.
think what I'm gonna do as Dexter's like rushing out this balcony is I
Mhm.
first check if any one of us actually got hit by these shots.
Smart.
No, it was pretty clean.
Okay.
You can see the scorch mark on the far wall underneath like an old sort of actually analog picture, photograph of some android.
Huh. Who is this android and what is the relevance here? Anyway. No.
Just window dressing. Just window dressing.
Yeah, just all right. Well, in that sense, I look at Dexter, who is now about to basically jumping off of the balcony after this thing.
Yeah.
And I just go, well, I mean, look, I'm not a real doctor, but like, don't just run off by yourself after a shooting thing. And I speed off after him.
Sure. Do you also leap over the balcony or take the stairs? Like
Yeah,
a
sure.
normal
I
person?
also leap over the balcony.
Oh, love it. Yeah, action
Yeah.
drama.
Yeah.
All right. Who's Bough or Electric Dreams? What are you two doing?
The first instinct that Boughs has when Patsy like dives under is to immediately go to like protect her because clearly she is the most like endangered person. Like essentially because Boughs has been a guide for research trips.
Yeah.
They assume automatically that because Patsy is hiding under the table, this drone must be here for her. And so
okay, that makes sense.
they have chosen to protect Patsy, so Boughs is just kind of like whatever you are doing, going to like sort of shield in front of you as best as possible between you and this drone.
Love it.
Okay.
Cool. Jocelyn, what about you?
Dreams says, "How very antisocial," and casts prestidigitation on the scorch mark on the wall to take it off.
That's so good.
Fair enough.
Yeah, makes sense.
I have a
Yes.
thing that I would actually like to do as I sort of look
Okay.
with kind of the beginning traces perhaps of some hard eyes at Dex jumping valiantly into into action.
Hmm.
I will look up in Boughs and say, "Why, thank you. That's so kind. But I really think that we should follow them, but perhaps not that way." What I would like to do is I would like to just sort of hop out on the balcony, and I would like to use my knowledge of the city, specifically my striving lore,
Ooh,
to just kind of
okay.
figure out like which direction they're going, and figure out like if we just go down the stairs like normal civilized people, how to catch up with them.
Right. Yeah. So here's the situation with
Yeah.
Dexter and Voss sort of like on the street level. It is a busy street, like we kind of are looking at here. There are people crossing, right? And you've got to kind of get across through. They've got to kind of get through this. Not just people crossing, but also vehicles moving by, and the drone is heading sort of across the street, basically. So from up
Mhm.
here, you can use your striving lore to like maybe point out, or and follow them along. So like if you want to, yes, but basically I'm saying yes to that.
Great, love that. Let's see how this goes for me. I will roll great. 18 total to just kind of
Terrific,
predict
yeah.
and just like map a path to them.
Right. Yeah. You can get downstairs and you can kind of like, the flow of traffic well enough that you can kind of like maybe even predict when there'll be enough of a gap for people to kind of move through it, essentially. Right.
And I'll sort of take whoever's left and sort of be like, follow me, I know the way. And I'll toss a cred stick on the table on my way out.
Oh, very fancy.
So
It's
this
got like
is a
5
hover.
creds on it, don't worry about it.
This is a hover drone, right?
Yes, it was hovering, but yeah.
Okay. So everybody's kind of doing their running, and a couple people jumped over the balcony. I'm going to activate my magnetic levitators and run after it, basically hovering above the ground.
Oh, nice.
Oh,
At its
okay.
level.
Amazing.
So over traffic and stuff. So that's a single
Okay, that's a
action.
level 1 item. Jeez. Yeah, fair.
Well, it's one of my
yeah,
abilities. It's part of my modify ability. Modify your armor to act powerful magnets in your armor that propel you off the ground. Your base land speed gains hover. And if it's hovering, I can hover.
Okay. Yes. Hover specifically, though, it's basically meaning like you don't have to worry about difficult terrain. You should have to be kind of close to the ground.
Yeah.
As this is, I guess this is when I say a hover drone, I was, it has a fly speed. You don't.
Oh,
have
it's
a fly
flying.
speed.
Okay.
That makes sense. Yeah.
So
yeah.
I can't
But
hover
that's correct. But
higher
it's
up.
still you can't hover as high. You can hover maybe like a foot off the ground, but that means
Okay.
difficult terrain is not a problem for you when you
Right.
do that. Okay. Yeah.
All right.
However, it's cool that you sort of like hover your way down the stairs. You're all sort of gathered down here. I'm gonna go to back to Voss here. You kind of leapt down. You're also faced with this sort of you guys haven't fully made it across the street yet. Let's say. So if there's any sort of how do you want to get through the traffic or help people get through the traffic yourself? You can do some acrobatics or athletics if you're a physical type, or something else. Feel free to propose
All right.
a skill.
Let's see. I could acrobatics through myself. But instead what I'm going to do is I'm just going to start yelling at people to get out of my way.
Save that for a minute. This is more like more car traffic.
Okay, this is car traffic. I got you. I got you.
There might be more crowd traffic that you can yell at later.
Okay. I unfortunately can't yell at cars to get out of my way. That is a little more.
Not with that attitude.
Most of the vehicles here are completely like automated, and they're not going to answer to yelling. Right.
I can't believe first level androids can't cast stop all cars.
I know. What is this?
Good, yeah.
Gosh. All right.
I will acrobatics check.
I will try to be adept through the crowd. Instead.
Just kind of dodging some cars and whatnot.
Yeah. It is an
great.
18.
Yep. 18, very good. So you're basically sort of maybe you're acrobatic enough that you can like get ahead of some cars and kind of like know enough to stop them enough to help other people start getting across the street as well. Right? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
You sort of like maybe even slide across a hood, and are
definitely
blocking a sensor so the car comes to a stop. And I think Boughs, I think let's have you make a skill check as well as you're down here with the rest of the group, because you haven't taken an action for this round.
I now that I'm here on the ground level while the cars are going across each other, can I make a piloting check to see if I can gauge how long it is till the signal changes and if we should wait.
100%. Yes.
Who waits for traffic? Come on.
I am a tree. I am not very fast. All right. Let's see.
Sorry. Walking mangrove tree.
Yeah.
Did that work? Foundry, please.
Hasn't rolled yet.
Okay, let me hit it again.
Don't forget about the confirmation button.
Oh, maybe I was hiding that. 1 second.
Again, yes, it's just a bustling intersection. Cars and some hover cycles and whatnot are just sort of speeding through. And as there's enough of waiting for that possible pause in the traffic to time it just right so that everyone else can finally get on through.
I'm just gonna manually roll because it's not
Sure.
pulling up the thing for me.
Not doing a thing. Fair enough.
Yeah. There we go. Oh!
Oh no!
Oh no, a natural one. Well, would you like to hero point that?
Yeah.
Before
can
I tell you of the consequences, or I can tell you the consequences and you can decide.
I love a little danger. Tell me what the consequences of this one
Well,
are.
the consequences are that you get just a little bit hit by a car.
just a little bit.
Run over.
Just a little bit hit by a car.
Yeah.
My car.
The insurance report is, how did you hit a tree in the middle of town?
Yeah.
In the middle of
Yeah.
striving.
Yeah, in the
Striving,
middle
yeah.
of striving.
Flag
Wait a minute,
possible insurance fraud.
you're saying an android slid over the roof of your car and then you hit a tree? Ridiculous.
You're going
I'm
to
gonna-
take 4 points of bludgeoning damage unless you want to re-roll it.
Okay, I'm
With the hero
gonna use my hero point and see if I
Okay.
can't rectify that.
Yes.
Woo.
Well, just as a reminder, your hero points are it's not going to matter for this roll with a
That's
19.
irrelevant.
Yes, definitely excellent. You have a flash of a moment where you and maybe even Patsy or someone else following you is going to get hit by this car, and then you stop. And it zooms just barely scraping your bark as it zooms by, and then whoosh, you all head through. And you're the last through this sort of bit on the other side of this busy street, as you can just barely, thanks to Xabi, I can never remember.
Xabi.
Xabi's information about the sort of the type. You're kind of like able to just barely sort of all notice this sort of like shimmering in the air as it sort of cuts through the fog and murk of the city. And you're able to keep chasing it. It, of course, moves through a crowded marketplace now, right? And it's sort of basically hovering over everyone's heads. It's just skirting by. But here you've got essentially just a crowd of people milling about, walking slow like some tourists might do. Other people standing in front of electronic stalls and vending machines trying to, buy things. And it's just a mess of people. We're basically in sort of round 2 of this chase. I think Rue, you were the sort of last act. I want to do this from now on as a kind of you nominate the next person to make a check.
I
And
think
whoever goes will nominate the next person until we can do everybody.
yeah. I think I want to check in with what Dex is doing because Dex was sort of the first person to start going like full speed after this. So
Great.
I want to see how he's doing at the front of the chase.
Okay. All right. Dexter, what are you up
Okay.
to?
Should I manage to not have to deal with all the traffic then?
No, basically, yeah, because you're sort of like
Right.
with everybody else, alongside
Okay.
everybody, moving in kind of a group. You didn't have to worry about the traffic.
Okay. So now we're hitting a crowd.
Yeah, a crowded marketplace street, essentially. Sort of almost
Okay.
not quite a full like festival, but
Mhm.
it is a block or two long. This sort of marketplace.
Okay.
It's kind of not it's not blocking a regular street. It's basically kind of a side street that is just for
Mhm.
this marketplace.
Okay.
And
So,
it's beeping and booping and robots and other sorts of life forms everywhere.
okay. I'm just gonna try to move on through.
Sure.
Can I use maybe an intimidate check to
Yeah.
get people
Yeah,
out
if
of
you
my
wanna just be
way?
Mhm.
Get out of my way. Yeah, love it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna try that. Let's see here, and
It's most people don't seem to bother with you, unfortunately. You're shouting and just trying to shove, and they're crowding all about you, preventing you from moving forward.
Mm.
So, Tim, tell me who's next in this.
I think we'll Xabi, because he's
Xabi.
Oh,
Yeah.
I can clear the crowd here. Okay, I'm
Oh,
gonna look.
no.
Xabi, no.
I don't like the sound of that.
I'm gonna
No
look for
bombs,
a
please.
relatively
Be safe, everybody.
unoccupied space. I'm gonna look for like a trash can or something that's like away from
Okay.
people, and I'm going to deploy mine. I'm going to use my non-lethal ability to make it non-lethal. I'm gonna explode a mine in a trash can up in front of us to get people away.
Oh my god.
What's your? Oh gosh.
Just
I think it's 30
let's
feet.
just bomb the street.
We are
No,
20 minutes
well,
into the second episode, and we're already
Yep.
throwing bombs.
Yep.
This is
Throwing
what I
bombs.
do. Come on, we got to clear the crowd. It's like a flashbang.
guess
It's
let's-
okay.
People
It's not gonna hurt
here.
them. It's not gonna hurt
Let's.
them.
It is going to hurt them. It's just be non-lethally.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's not going to
Well,
kill them,
I'm
but it will hurt them.
Putting it away from. It's more kind of like a loud noise distraction kind of thing. Yeah.
Yes.
I'm not trying
maybe
to
you're
put
not
it in
setting
the
off
middle
a
of a
full
crowd.
bomb.
Yes,
Maybe you're not setting
exactly.
off a full bomb so much as you're just kind of making a loud noise or a small fire.
That's what I'm trying to do.
So give me a crafting check, or unless you have engineering lore or something.
No, I have
that is,
explosives
that
lore, which I
relevant.
happen to have assurance in. So I will take a
Explosives lore.
17 for my explosives lore.
Blink, 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 blink. All
Oh
right,
my
explosive
God.
lore. Okay. So you know enough.
I get to pick a
this
lore. I
time
picked the explosives
to-
lore.
not to hurt anybody, just make a
Yes.
loud noise. Right. Okay.
Yes.
Boom. Blam. People are looking. There's just enough people sort of backing away from that for you to kind of make a little bit of progress forward. All right, John, tell me who's next, you psychopath.
I want Patsy knows everybody, so I'm sure this is going to help.
Okay. Yes.
That's great. I would simply like to have nothing to do with this. But the thing is, Patsy is a woman of grace and class and taste.
Of
I
course.
would like to propose that I attempt to use society to just sort of move through this crowd like unbothered, right? Just sort of do that thing
Yeah.
that some people can do, where just the crowd sort of parts in front of them, right? And just sort of
Love
try and like tell everyone to get behind me and just like follow me.
Right. Just because of your
Oh,
force of
that might
personality.
work
on
better,
that.
yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Give me a society check.
Despite the fact that I am probably fully the shortest member of the party.
It doesn't
Yeah,
matter.
Oh yeah.
It doesn't matter.
That's right.
It's
It's all
about
about how we carry
presence.
ourselves. And how we carry ourselves is approximately a 9, which I'm assuming is not a success.
Not going to be a success. There's no repercussions for this. It's not a critical failure, so you don't have to worry about that. But if you
Yeah,
wanna
but
improve on it, you certainly
but
can.
counterpoint, we have a wonderful Keeley rule in place. So I'd really love to hear about
course.
this.
Yes.
So I'm going to.
This
I'm
one
gonna
I'll
do
sort of. We'll see what you get, and we'll remind you. Well, not going to at this point because it's way better.
Hey, 20 total. I just sort of
20 total.
part the crowd in front of me.
Indeed, yeah.
Excuse us, important people coming through.
You barely even need to say anything as you move through the crowd, and some people just almost instinctively step to one side. All right, Alex, give me a nomination of who has yet to go. We have Jocelyn and Isis still.
Jocelyn, what's Electric Dreams doing?
Dreams is sort of lackadaisically flying behind everyone and is rather
Mhm.
concerned at the loud noises and the commotion. But, just flying around. Would you like an acrobatic check or something else?
Yeah, acrobatics sounds great. You just sort of weave your way through completely unbothered by the crowd as well.
All right, here we go.
Oh, so close.
Ooh.
Terrible.
Again, hero point if you want, but also, there's no repercussions. It's not a critical failure, so you just don't make any help to make any progress forward. People are just kind of like, it's too crowded, bustling you, bumping you, kind of thing. They don't really, they're not bothered to get out of your way.
Okay.
Oop. What was that?
Oh, go for it.
Okay, I was just wondering if you want to keep that roll.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, fair enough. All right. Well then, I think Isis. Actually, no. Isis and Rue haven't gone this round. So, Jocelyn, which of those two should
Go ahead,
next?
Isis.
Isis.
All right.
What do you want to do to get through this crowd?
Voss starts yelling, "Oh my God! There's a bomb! There's a bomb! Everybody leave!" That just starts.
Now,
Everybody leave.
Yeah, everybody get out of here.
that's not entirely untrue. So, what are you using? Deception, or are you using intimidation, or diplomacy? How are you?
I was going to use intimidation, but diplomacy is also acceptable.
Fair enough, right? I mean, since it's not untrue,
Yeah.
with the trash
I'm
can
not
fire
lying
that's
to them.
happening over there.
Snowball.
No.
Yeah.
I'm not lying to them. I'm telling them there's a bomb. You all need to run. What are you doing
Fair
here?
enough. Yeah.
Get out of the
Give me that roll. There you go.
dirty
And
20.
indeed, there's enough of a panic from that to have the people sort of part way a little bit more for you to get to the end of this street market and continue to follow the sort of shadow of this drone. And of course, the next place it goes through is a construction site. There's metal barricades. There's some sort of half-built, built.
Oh, I can
really
clear
just the
that.
foundations of the building. Some.
I feel like it's like a Naked Gun episode, right?
Yeah.
It just keep continually getting
Yeah.
worse and worse and worse.
The girders are just sort of just some girders and some construction equipment now, obviously not being currently built because it is nighttime, but this tiny drone is able to kind of weave through most of this stuff, whereas some of these gaps are not necessarily big enough for any one of you to fit through, for everyone to fit through, let's just say. Rue, you haven't gone this go, so what would you like to do here?
I have a couple of questions. One,
Yes.
we can kind of see like the outline of this thing, right?
It's like a faint shimmer in the air as it passes through like smoke and whatnot.
How far away is it?
It's kind of I would call it like 40, 45 feet
Okay.
ahead of you.
If I know, like, because chase sequences are a little bit different.
Yes.
Would I be able to both move in some way and make an attack if I got within 30 feet of it, or is that too many actions for a chase scene?
Well, in terms of what am I thinking? Like how would you be moving? That's the question. Is basically that would be the skill check to get the sort of chase point to move forward. So you wouldn't necessarily be catching up to it, but you would be moving everybody forward with that skill check.
Okay, cool. Thank you. I guess my question is more, if we are ever within 30 feet of it, would I be able to attack it or no?
I'll say if you all can catch up to it, essentially, right, in a round by getting the right number of skill chase points before the kind of round ends, then you will have caught up to it, and then we can kind of like turn into possibly go into a sort of combat mode, or maybe it's
Perfect.
easy to kill, whatever, yeah.
Thank you.
Every time,
every time
there's a new obstacle, that kind of resets.
Perfect. Yeah, I just wanted to like check my like rules and action stuff there. Thank you, Jason. Okay, so I'm going to I'm used to walking and I'm used to leading people and kind of dealing with people walking in ways that are not the most ergonomical. Can I make a survival check to just kind of like trailblaze my way through the crowd, essentially?
Well, we're in a sort of an empty construction site.
Oh, sorry. I thought I was still in the crowd.
No, we got to the end of that sort of like street side market, and now we're sort of moving through this construction site to chase after this, after this drone. So we're looking at maybe jumping, athletics, or
Yeah.
or if
Yeah,
you've got
I was gonna
something like
say.
labor
Uh,
lore.
No, unfortunately, I have life sciences lore.
Oh.
Not necessarily useful yet, but
Yeah.
I'm gonna like use an athletics check then, and just sort of like
Yeah.
bound myself through the construction site, try to like not using an
little closer.
ability to like actually like not actually using a Solarian ability, but you can
Yeah,
tell that right now I'm graviton attuned.
Nice.
So
Yeah.
I'm kind of
Perfect.
like
Love it.
heavy moving forward.
Well, I mean, you could maybe even just like smash through a wall.
Yeah,
Caveman style.
that's what I'm going for. Exactly. Never
Oh
mind.
No!
Ow, that
Oh my
hurt.
word! The second one. So there's less chance of you getting hurt here. There's no
No
the
cars.
construction equipment here is not operating at the moment. So you more or less just kind of like stumble a bit forward, trying to find your way through this mess of construction equipment. All right, we're gonna keep that sort of same order from last time. So we're gonna move on to Dexter.
Okay. So we're still making our way through this.
Through the construction site, yeah.
All right. I will. I kind of want to use. It's not enough of an. It's not a. It's not a fast thing, so I don't think it's going to work. I was going to use computers to try to like move the construction equipment out of the way, but I think I'll just do
I see.
athletics.
Okay. Yeah. I mean,
It's because that's like.
like-
Hold on while I take out my hacking.
you'd have to take a moment to, yeah.
Yeah, so I'll just go ahead and do it in athletics to try to move through this. There we go.
Great. Indeed, you sort of leap over some barricades and sort of, blaze a trail a little bit for everybody else. Xabi, we're back to you. What do you want to blow up this time?
Oh, I think there's too much stuff that might fall apart if I blow it up. Even with a shape charge, I'm a little concerned. Unless there's something. Well, no, it's other people's property. I've gotten in trouble for that before. Can I use acrobatics to try to kind of climb through, swing through stuff? Yeah,
do some parkouring.
I'll do some evasive parkour here, and
your 6 limbs.
Yes. And I'm really good at that.
Prince. Yes. Yeah. Indeed, it is a sight to behold, as this little blue fuzzball is just sort of bouncing around like a rubber ball from like point to point to point. And the rest of you are able to sort of, you're keeping an eye on it as you get ahead of everybody else. Xabi, is this shimmering shape of a droid continues to move through the city, and you're able to keep an eye on it enough that when everyone catches up to you, you're able to sort of spot it turns essentially down a sort of a, not a tunnel really per se, but when there's all that sort of scaffolding next to a building, it turns the sidewalk almost into a little tunnel.
Right.
So there's like scaffolding above you and to the side, and the building is off to your left, and it kind of darts down, and it's getting a little closer to the ground there, and it begins moving through this tunnel. And as the lot of you sort of like begin moving through it, suddenly there's these bursts of sound and light and sensation as all of these sort of like hollow ads come to life, and they're close to basically they're all sort of concentrated in this weird tunnel. It's almost like hollow graffiti. The posters on the walls there on the side of the scaffolding sort of like light up and come out and say, "Buy this now."
No.
And there's a hollow vid Zoe who's like, check out my new show. That's not my best Zoe impression, so I believe we're up to Patsy here.
Yeah. Well, this
it's all very
is
distracting. As you're and basically, how are you going to keep your wits about you and not lose this drone and all this noise pollution?
Yeah, I mean, I had I had a thought, which was when you said the drone was going into a dark tunnel. I have dark vision. I will simply use perception, but I feel the dark vision is actively an impediment in this moment.
Yeah.
So instead,
it doesn't. Dark vision isn't light sensitivity necessarily. It's just
well,
that
that's
when it's
true.
dark, you just see everything in black and white. If you want to use perception, just sort of like not like just sort of block out all these ads and keep your mind focused on the drone, you certainly can.
Blocking
Yeah,
out the haters.
I could do that, but actually, what I would like to propose instead is utilizing thievery to just kind of try and turn a couple of them off.
Love it.
And maybe, that'll help out other people if just like they start blaring in my face.
Yeah.
Like, I know about your upcoming shows, so I care not for it.
Yes, indeed, you were just over there. You can kind of switch a couple off. One of them is about to clearly it's about to mention some sort of it's coming up, and the rest of the group hasn't seen it, but some semi-embarrassing infosphere purchase that you recently made. It's about to recommend something
Absolutely
similar to that, and you're like,
No!
I'm turning that right
No.
off.
No.
And yeah,
I did
and
not
you begin,
consent to sharing those cookies.
well, they got them anyway. That's how they get you. We're on back to Jocelyn. You again, sort of, this tunnel's not very long, and there's just a little bit more of these hollow ads blaring in your face. What do you want to do?
I could short out a few more of them to make it
Okay,
less annoying.
thievery as well.
Computers.
Well, computers works great too.
All right, let's try it. Oh, terrible.
It's not the best roll, but it is enough for this particular skill check on this one and this, because these are computer generated things. So you're able to kind of get in there and kind of shut the rest of them down. This tunnel goes boom, and you're able to see the end of the tunnel. And just at the end of the tunnel, the drone is sort of zooping out. And as it moves out and sort of up, you can't help, and the rest of you sort of emerge from the tunnel. You can't help but notice that there's now a weird flock of these drones, just sort of maybe delivery drones for food services and package services, kind of swoop in, and this thing kind of blends in with this entire this sudden surprise flock of drones. Voss, we're up to you. What would you like to do?
So there's just a whole bunch of drones, and it's hard to kind of
Yeah, they're all
keep-
kind of, and they all look kind of vague. They're all identical to each other, and you're not really sure which one. If this thing had decloaked, you might not be able to tell which was which.
Okay. Let's see here. Why am I? Gosh, what do I even do against drones? I guess I'm in this case just going to just try and use perception and just keep my
Yeah.
eye on this thing and just follow
Yeah,
it,
perfect.
tracking.
Yeah.
Let's see if you'll. That is a 12.
Nope. That's good. No, that's again good for this. You're able to kind of peer and figure out the right one, which is kind of maybe lagging behind. And this is where we get to Boughs. I think at this point you are close enough that if you want to use a Solarian at range strike, I think it was what you wanted to go for it, right? You
May
can.
I?
Voss points it out. Yes.
As I see it, being the envoy that I am, and I realize Boughs wants to shoot this thing, I'm going to yell, "Hey, get that thing! Shoot it now!"
Get that thing.
Get that thing. I will attempt to get that thing. Second. Sorry. To fix that. There we go. Oh wait, that's sorry.
Oh,
That's
That's
a
a
nat
good
20.
roll.
Ooh.
Yes. You
+1.
take a stance, and so yeah, tell me what your solar flare looks like.
Boughs is a inflorescent Kizar, so there are flowers growing all over them. And
Hence what you're wearing.
yeah.
Mhm.
And so one of those flowers blooms, and that bloom is a solar mote that they then pull out and sort of toss like a whip at the
Ooh.
drone. And I would like to use the ability that on a critical success, I can attempt to trip using athletics,
yeah.
even if I'm not adjacent to the target.
Give me an
Oh,
athletics
nice.
check.
Nice.
Yeah. Let's go.
It's okay. I
Yeah.
don't 100% if that's it's not. Well, here's the thing. You did basically. I'm not even having you roll any damage for this critical, but it's a critical hit, and I think that that is enough for you to like smack one of the engines essentially. Right? I don't know if it's one of its propellers, right? Shorting it out, it decloaks, and you kind of yank it downward a little bit, but you don't have full control over where it lands. And it kind of crashes to the ground just up ahead and in an alley,
Perfect.
just out of sight.
Well done.
We're out of the chase.
Yay.
Oh, yay.
Yes.
We caught the drone.
You basically caught up to it, essentially, but it's now just sort of it's crashed up, that crashed sort of out of sight up ahead of you in this sort of like alley, which there seems to be a little more sort of mist or smog or fog around this particular part of Striving. It is definitely clearly you've chased this thing far enough away from the sort of nicer area where Analog is to a kind of a low rent part of the city.
Oh, I've been here before.
Maybe you have.
I
maybe you
haven't.
have.
It went down the alley. I don't know if it's still running.
We should probably run in there and check before it, in case it is, 'cause then it'll escape again.
Yeah.
Dex has his
All
pace,
right.
and he makes his way to the
Great.
alley.
You all sort of like step into the mouth of this alley, which has a sort of a trash can fire kind of burning real close, and there's a parked hover vehicle that clearly the hover engines have been like stripped out of. It's just sort of sitting there on its frame, and up at the and just sort of right next to this sort of trash can fire, the drone is crashed and is clearly non-functioning. But sort of near the edge of this vehicle, there's this thick plume of smoke. So clearly, some kind of condenser here, atmospheric condenser, is gone awry. It's like a thick, almost like fog, and from that fog, you hear a voice echo as you step into the mouth of this alley. Well. Look who's coming to take our territory, boys. Looks like someone don't respect the smog barons. We'll have to show them a little bit what for, eh? And a couple of little other voices.
I beg your most gracious pardon.
And I think with that, we'll end this episode.
All right. Cliffhanger again.
Another